Here we are back with another Madden video, and this one we're playing the NFC Championship game, and we're going to face the Dallas Cowboys. Now the winner, we should be able to win this game, and I think we're going to play the Chiefs, honestly. And when this time, it's going to be a little extra long video for these two because they're pretty important games. So we're just going to do the full game and then the full game of the Super Bowl. So this would be an extra long video.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the...
We are about 40 miles or so south
of Houston. I did not see that coming.
In 2014, as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State. A first down throw for Prescott. And Brate, the tight end's got it. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this for about 4.
How funny it would have been if the Cowboys win. Then we face Houston.
Have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. But he breaks through another tackle. Still fighting for more. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Touchdown, 49ers! Tevin Coleman, 35 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down. It's Elliott, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 22 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And another tackle broken. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Garoppolo, able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to get this one all. Executed 22-yard gain.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw
and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown from 10 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Looking to throw. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down, Prescott. This to Jarwin. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air again, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Prescott now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. D Ford. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And the pressure gets to him again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've reached halftime. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here we go. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott, and this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Prescott to throw it. Cooper's got it. His first catch in this NFC championship game, and it's a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Prescott throwing complete to Cobb. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Elliott, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time. Yeah,
because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. The 40, past the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you get 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2.
We play to win. Let's go.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
That was a weird game. That just proves like how easy it is to score on Madden, because like we only got the ball 4 times that whole game. This proves like every drive's important. Even like online, you can only get like so much, and one stop could be like the difference between winning and losing. And I never see the onside kick get accepted either. That was like the first time ever I've seen someone actually do it right. Hey, let's go face Houston. Yeah, I was actually kind of hoping to face Kansas City because they got a better team. I don't know where they're at on defense. Like Kansas City is the top 3 defense. Oh, they're on 4th. Okay. How about an offense? Oh, they're right there too. Okay, they got a better offense than Kansas City. Once again, we're going to do the full game.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and
okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight,
Miami and New Orleans.
Number 11. And what a matchup we've got.
Number 10 Super
Tonight, it's
Bowls.
all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. As it'll be the first time AFC champion Houston Texans.
We're out without Coleman, too.
Nice defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be
Trying to run again. It's going to be pretty bad.
Taking on the 5-time Super Bowl champs from the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you. Charles, what a turnaround they've had down in Houston. 4-12 just 2 seasons ago. 11-5 with a wild card loss last year. And now, here they are in Super Bowl 54.
We know the city of Houston pretty well, right? Because it's hosted Super Bowls. What have they hosted? 3 so far in their history? The Oilers prior to. Now, of course, the Texans. Neither one of them has ever played in the big game. So that city's got to be out of its mind. I mean, think about how excited they are. Have the Texans representing in the Super Bowl. They've been good recently. Now they got over the top, have a chance to take home the Lombardi Trophy.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the 7th time in franchise history. One of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era as they look to claim their 6th title, which would tie them with the Patriots and Steelers for most ever.
I like how you stated that they're one of the more successful franchises in Super Bowl history because at one point, they were 5-0 in Super Bowls. Joe Montana with wins in Super Bowl 16, 19, 23, and 24. And Steve Young, remember that one? Get the monkey off my back as he won big in Super Bowl 29. But they lost their last time out against the Ravens in Super Bowl 47. They're looking for a little bit of that. Can we get right again, guys? And I think the San Francisco 49ers team is going to put
rush coming, and he's taken down. Whitney Merciless coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
Yeah, it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
56 is mine. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Johnson's got it complete.
Denied.
They're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't give them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert,
99 yards.
99 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And that run we just saw, 99 yards, ties for the longest in NFL history.
How about that? Was that Tony Dorsett in Minnesota?
In 83.
For Dallas?
On a Monday night, yeah.
And only 10 guys lined up on offense on that play.
How about that? And we just saw a record equalizer right there from 99 yards away. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. On second down, here's Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
This is the last time Cal Shanahan had a lead in the Super Bowl. 28-3. The Falcons. Oh, plus Super Bowl last time with the Chiefs. Like, how you blow that? How you blow 2 Super Bowls?
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Call that a very strong gain of 24. For that tight end position, it just seems to continue.
I guess the Bills did, and now he's losing 4 straight Super Bowls.
Maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo is going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did
No,
you
that's a
see?
catch in real life. Like, they just don't catch it and the ball goes flying.
No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Texans offense ready to go.
But it's just Madden.
And you're under a minute to go.
And Madden logic is weird.
Particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And Hyde will not get there as they force him to the ground shy of the marker. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl. Super Bowl 54. So the halftime show in the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again at Super Bowl 54. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll wind up with about 6.
I think it'd be cool if they had like the Super Bowl, so they had like artists come in, like the real Super Bowl.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and
And of course, you can always get the artist, but like this had the option.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is
They have like a different artist like every time.
But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Go ahead.
On play action. Now Garoppolo.
Why would you stop?
A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
I actually played my friend in Madden 19.
A gain there of 21 yards.
I've been like 59 to nothing. I intercepted him like 100 times actually. He's like, you can play. I was like, yeah.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin.
It's like, I wasn't expecting you to actually know how to play.
49ers. Marquise Goodwin. 62
He was amazing.
yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score. Oh, this is blocked. The Texans have got it. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
Actually, they're like 1 out of 1,000 field goals. One of them gets blocked.
They're set to kick this one away.
For no reason.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Like, it just lags.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And the #1 defense is shutting Houston down.
Watson with a give to Miller.
All they're doing is running the ball.
A gain of 3, second down.
That's it.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Really, every play, they're just running the ball.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Watson, and he's got the completion to Hopkins. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look,
How funny was Hopkins getting traded to Arizona? I was like, he had one of the best wide receivers in the game. Gets traded for nothing to Arizona.
And he did that.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And an alley to run. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Offside defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math, they did it well, and it works for them.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Open man, the tight end fails. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this
2nd
drive, and now they
takeaways
face a 3rd
and had
3.
0 takeaways.
To throw is Watson. And he's in.
Touchdown, Houston.
From 3 yards out, and the Texans get a bit closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And the 49er hands team does its job.
Because onside kicks don't work in Madden.
Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting.
It's still like the 5th time we got the ball, too.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there at 22. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun.
We got more the ball more, we could have blown Houston out, honestly. Like probably 50. We could have caught 50 on Dallas too.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here.
These defenses can't stop us.
One last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Of course, Sherman got a pick in last time and this time.
They won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Levine Toilolo, the tight end, is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it.
Dropped it,
and
of
that's
course.
going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Looking for, and this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Garoppolo.
I'm glad I can intercept it.
His guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Underneath for Johnson. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass.
It's only like a 12th interception all season.
Watson.
60.
Watson's going to go down in the end end zone. It's a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points, because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
And with that, guys, we just won Super Bowl 54, which concludes our season, which concludes this part. And we done a really good job. We went 15-1, won the Super Bowl. And then, to go back all the way back to week 1, I said we're going to play in the Super Bowl, and we did. I promised you guys we would play it and win it, and we just did it. And that's all I have for this video. It is super long, and I gotta come up with more videos for you guys. This guy took up the last 10 videos, so I didn't have to think of anything. But now I have to think about stuff again. See you guys next time.